Okay, guys. Hello, guys. Mixxestudio here, and on this video, I'm going to approach the basics of kick drums and how you may improve the way you work on kicks with some tips I'll be sharing with you. And usually, on any music, you will use kicks. Usually, music have kicks, and depending on the genre of you music you are doing, you should be understanding what type of kick gets the most of any song, gets will improve your song, will get more emphasis on the kick, what type of music you are creating, what is the mainstream of kicks about your music. So let's say I am doing pop music right now. So what should I be looking? Well, first of all, I should listen to pop music, especially related with the song that I will be producing. So let's say I'm producing something related with Katy Perry or Taylor Swift or whatever pop music singer you can imagine. So from the beginning, it will make life easier if I know what kicks are most used, so I can improve the final mix. It will make life so much easier. So let's say that I have searched on my folder and I found the best kick. I will put it here, and maybe this will be my main kick. But after I found the main kick, the job is not finished with kicks. So what am I talking about? Well, you should always listen to the music, the mainstream music, despite the fact you like it or not, because there are tons of tips on those musics that will help you understand how the music business, in this case related with music production and mixing, are going to. So when you listen to music on your genre or mainstream music, you can understand what is being used. So after you get your main kick, I would say that can be useful to find some bottom kick, some lower resonance that will give the umph on your kick. It will get so much warm on your kick, on your rhythm, on your beats. So let's say that I have my main kick here, which sometimes is very good, but sometimes also it lacks a bit on the lower end. So what do? You search on your kick drums for some sound that will fill the gap on the lower end. Some subtone, some whatever. Search. If you don't have it, it's a great time to build your sound library with these tools because they can be very useful in any song. So let's say that I have my main kick, I have my lower end kick. It might also be useful to have something for the top I end. So sometimes we are just talking about a small click um, that will create some distinction every time the kick hits the music. So and you can either add more kicks depending on your taste, on your music genre, where you are working. You can add more, but usually I would say that main kick, lower end, and a higher end kick, or just a click to hit on the higher EQ can be really useful. Of course, then it's not just a question of you use them all together as you put them on here, put it then them on here. So after you select them, of course you will need to go to the process of mixing them, and that usually means that you will have your main kick doing most of the work, and then the lower end kick will just be a little bit, there's going to be just a little bit of presence. Remember, do not go on the lower end fully up, because it will make all your song and the mix so difficult to mix. It's not going to be an easy task. So this is going to be the hard work, and this will be just a bit of lower end. And in this case, it's the same situation. Main kick working all the time, a bit of lower end, and a bit of high end click here. And you can have more if you see, if you think that it will improve. I usually do not add more than 4 kicks, because then it's just a mess. It's better to start finding the most useful kick for your music. It's more useful to listen to music related with what you are producing, and then search in your library, find what you think it's the most spectacular kick you can have to improve your final result. Then lower end, because many times these kicks do not have lower end. Then if you want a bit of top high end, just that click. And usually you are very in a very safe area when you have done this. Now, as you can see, I have here stereo 1, which is the output to the mixer. What I usually do in order to improve my mix, I never send them to the same channel. So this means that I will be using this on one channel, this one on another channel, this one on another channel. The advantage here is that when I am mixing, it's so much easier to just level them as I want. So this will be something like main kick will have most of the power, lower end will have just a bit of volume, and the same goes to that high end click, which I do not every time use. Let me just say to you that if you want, you might just go to mono on the kicks. Usually, you can be quite safe using mono, because kicks are not the sounds that you will be pushing on left or right. Usually, you want your kicks to hit hard and in the center of the speakers. If you usually use stereo channels, well, I would say use them if you want, but in my experience, and this is how I work, I usually just go for mono. I choose mono for kicks. I might use stereo for other sounds, other drum sounds, but on kicks, I usually am very safe just choosing mono. Then it's just a question of EQ and volume. I may add something to kicks, but mono is the way to go. So it's a quite a safe way for you. If you are using stereo, and if you are expanding your kicks on the speakers, or to the left or to the right, I would say check if this is really improving the way your music is mixing in the end, because sometimes it just creates a big mess. Okay, that's all about kicks. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you.